Hi guys, and welcome back to Coil Life. Today we're going to be having a look at the Drag 2 kit from Voopoo. I have to say a big thank you to Voopoo for sending this on direct for review. It is a tiny bit smaller than the original Drag, and a little bit lighter they say too. It's comfortable in the hand. They've sort of rounded out the edges, so to speak, on the device itself. The tank on top is the UForce 2. It performs really well. Excellent flavour off this thing as well. But before we go into any more details, let's drop down and have an up close and personal tour around the Drag 2 kit. Okay, so here we are with the Voopoo Drag 2 kit and the box it comes in. On the back you do get the contents, what's inside, some warnings going on there, QR code and a scratch and check authenticity, and then this is your colour code here, called a Scarlet colour. Have a look on the inside then. We do get a little envelope here with some user manuals. You've got a gene card there. You've got the UForce T2 tank instructions. Got a warranty card, the Drag 2 instructions, and then we have the star of the show, the Drag 2. That's the Scarlet resin panel there that we've got. Also then underneath we have the UForce T2 tank. I'll have a closer look at that in a second. Also get some spare seals and a spare coil, your USB cable and a straight glass in case you want to use the straight one rather than the bubble glass. So having a look around the tank, you can see that the drip tip, it is going to match with the resin panel on the mod itself. You've got this sort of shiny, almost, it's like a gunmetal colour, but it's really shiny finish there with UForce going on the top. On the bottom you've got a gold plated 510 pin, Voopoo, designed by Voopoo in California, assembled in China. You do have airflow control. It does stop, fully open, fully closed. You've got your 3 holes, and whatever you adjust on one will happen to all 3. The drip tip itself, it is an 810 fitment. It's quite a nice drip tip, but your standard 810 drip tips with no O-rings on the actual drip tips themselves will not fit. You'll be left with it running a bit loose, going to pop out like that. But if you do have any other 810 drip tips which have O-rings around the outside of the drip tip, that will pop in just like that. But we'll keep this one on it for the moment because it does match with the panel on the mod itself. To fill the tank, there's nothing there to say how to open it, but if you push the top where the UForce is, there's your filling port there. If we have a look then at the coil that comes included, this one is a 0.4 coil rated at 40 to 80 watts, best 55 to 65 watts. That one is the U2 coil. You've got your minimum juice level indicator there as well. The spare one then that's supplied is the one I think I would prefer to use. This one is the N3, and it is a 0.2 ohm, 65 to 100 watts, best 75 to 80. And if you have a look on the inside there, you can get that to focus a little bit better. It is a triple core mesh coil. So this one should be really good for flavour. So what I'll do is I'll pop that one in place of this one. That's the one I shall be using, I think. Pop that all back together just like that. And then we'll have a closer look at the mod itself. So, with the original drag, it was a bit more sharp edges. They seem to have rounded this one out a little bit better, which is quite nice. It is about 2mm shorter, I think, although the 510, it is a spring-loaded 510. They have left it sort of raised off the top, which I don't know why they would have done that. It's something personally I'm not a fan of. The resin panel on this one is non-removable. This one here, this is your battery door. So if we pop that off there, you can see inside you've got just drag, gene chip, you've got your battery ribbon there, you've got your positive and negatives in there in the battery tray. They are spring-loaded contacts as well. The door then is held on by a magnet on the top and a magnet on the bottom. And they are quite strong. It does hold in place, although there is a little bit of a side-to-side movement on the door, which for some people it might get a bit irritating. But we'll pop a couple of batteries in there now and have a little look around the menu system a little bit closer. Okay, so as with them all, it's 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. So Voopoo come up there, drag. So you got your battery indicator, your ohms, your volts, and your timer for your how long you're holding on that fire button for. Over at this side you've got your wattage. So to change your wattage up and down, goes in 1 watt increments, which I really do like, although it doesn't speed up when you hold it down, so it's just the same speed, constant, all the way up to 177 watts. Bring it back down. I wish they had made it so it sped up a little bit to get from lower wattage to higher wattage a little bit quicker, but anyway. This device, it will fire down to a 0.05 ohm coil. To get around the menu is a little bit, it is very simple, to be fair. 3 clicks, 1, 2, 3, that changes to fit. Now fit, for some reason in the manual it doesn't mention much about this fit. The only thing it says about fit is fit mode. It just tells you that there is a fit mode. Nowhere else does it tell you what it actually does. But I will go into more detail at the end about that one. So you've got your 1, 2 and 3 fit settings. 1, 2, 3 will get you into your temperature control. So then you've got stainless steel, nickel and titanium. So go into that. That's where you can then set your temperature. And then to change your wattage, if you press the fire button 4 times, see there, you can set your wattage, and then 3 clicks again brings you back to your wattage. If you hold down the fire button and the minus button, you can flip the screen orientation, and then if you press the fire button and the up button, that locks the device. So then if you hold down the plus and minus buttons together, that will get you into another menu setting where you've got your wattage mode, then you've got your memory 1 through 5, you've got your serial number, your chip ID number, you've then got your software version number, and then if you just press the fire button on the wattage, it brings you back to the wattage. So the menu itself is very, very simple, very easy to use. It is firmware upgradable. As far as I'm aware, to set your memory settings, your power curve, etc., if you hook it up to a computer and go on to the Voopoo website and follow the steps there, you'll be able to set your power curve if you wish. But for now, what we'll do is we'll pop the tank on the top there, and we'll get some juice in here, and we'll go back up on top and have a little vape. Okay guys, so that was the up close and personal tour around the Drag 2 kit from Voopoo. Now the chip inside here, it is the new Gene Fit chip. Although the instruction manual is not very clear on what the different settings of the fit modes are, I did get a little bit of additional information from Voopoo themselves. So that the 3 different modes, the first one is to prolong your battery life, the second one is fit all flavors, whatever that's supposed to mean, and then the third one is for big clouds. They only recommend that you use the UForce tank with the device in those modes, as it may not detect the right coil resistance, etc., with rebuildable tanks or drippers, etc. You do get 177 watts max output out of this. You've got 8 different colours to choose from. Whatever colour one that you choose, the drip tip that comes with the UForce tank will be matching the resin panel on the device itself. I have really enjoyed this now. I've had it for a week or so now, and I've just been using it daily. The flavour, this is the triple mesh coil that you saw me pop in there, and it performs fantastic. Intense flavour off of those coils. It did take probably about half a tank just to break in that coil, but that's nothing these days. The tank itself holds 5 ml of liquid. You've got a very easy filling system on there, although with some of your unicorn bottles, if the nib is short, you'll have a little bit of trouble there, but just pop off the drip tip and you'll be able to fill that up, no problem at all. I've had no issues filling this tank, no issues with leaking. The airflow is smooth on it, that's what I really like. A couple of things that I don't like about the device is the 510, the way it's raised. I don't know if you can see that properly there. You'll be able to see just under the tank, either side, you've got a little bit of a gap. For some of those OCD people, that might be a bit of an issue. For me, I mean, yeah, I don't understand why they had to raise the 510. However, I'll get past it. Another one is the battery door. On the original Drag, the battery door was sort of recessed into a panel, into the device. This one isn't, and when you pop that on, it seems secure, although I don't know whether you can hear that. There is an up down, side to side rattle on that door, so it's not secure in place, which, yeah, that can be a little bit of an annoyance. Another little one is the screen. I don't know whether this is just on my device or on them all, but if you look at the screen there, so if I hold that at an angle, you can see the W. If I sort of straighten that up, the W starts to get cut off. So when you're looking at that straight on, you can't see one side of the W, but you have to tilt it a little bit to be able to see it, which is a little bit annoying, especially seeing as this is the second version of the drag. So they really should have got it right. I think if they didn't get it right in the first one, definitely on the second one. But all that being said, it's a great piece of kit. It really is. I like the look of it. I like the feel of it in the hand. It's comfortable. It's not too heavy. There's no real sharp edges on it, and it performs brilliantly. Flavor. I'm not normally a sub-ohm, a stock coil vapor, but these coils are just fantastic. They really are. So all in all, would I recommend the Drag 2? Yeah, definitely. I really would. It's a really nice, stylish, fantastic bit of kit. Menu system's easy to work. The coils in that tank are just fantastic. You will not be disappointed with this device. But from me, that's all I've got time for. As always, if you want to get your hands on one of these, I will pop a couple of links in the description below as to where you can get your hands on them. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you again soon.